All right, it's gonna be a long one. If you don't like to be offended by uncomfortable truths and honest takes and everything, don't listen. You've been warned. Um, if you'd rather accept a comfortable lie, then like I said, don't listen. This isn't something for you. If you like everything to be fluffy, don't listen. Okay? You've been warned, so just be aware. Um, So the markets have crashed, right? So we basically have gone into the bear markets now, right? So the Dow Transports, the Dow Jones now officially, the S&P, the Nasdaq, everything has gone into bear markets. The Nikkei just joined us about a few hours ago. So if you already know this, great. China started us off on this downhill slope. Okay, they started being in a bear market, and then now we basically are the last ones. We were the cleanest dirty shirt in the laundry basket, as they've always said, and here we are. So what has caused this crash? You can blame the Fed, you can blame Trump, you can blame China. Use whatever makes you feel better, right? Whatever makes you or helps you sleep at night. Use that excuse. I'm not gonna be here to give you, or tell you what to believe in, right? There's this one great mentor that I have. The facts are there, right? You draw up your own conclusions. Facts are, the Fed warned everybody 2 years ago that they were going to normalize. For whatever reason, the market decided, they're joking, they're not going to do it. 2 years later, we are normalizing, right? We went from, 0.5% to 2.5%. Albeit very slow, but we're there. So, for that, and then the market is super shocked that we are here. So it makes me laugh so much that the markets are freaking out when they had 2 years, advance warning or heads up that they were going to normalize. They weren't joking around, right? It's literally like, if your friend tells you, I'm going to punch you tomorrow, and you dismiss it and laugh. And then tomorrow comes in and, you open your front door and he punches you. And you're like, the heck, right? And then you're just like, I told you I'd punch you tomorrow. So that's the thing, right? Like, you know, over this year, and I think if you're an avid fan of our small podcast here, we had January, February, March of 2018, we had about 360 clients. And then come about September, October, we ballooned to 600 very quickly, I might add, because for whatever reason, Equity Sense is regarded as the place where bears can proliferate. I don't know if it's a Gavin thing or maybe it's just the reputation that we have that we're sell side. But the problem, the sad thing is we're not sell side actually. We're day traders, and we trade both ways. We don't care if it's going to go up or down. It doesn't matter. So, but point is, so many people flocked to us because they were really struggling. BTFD wasn't working. Whatever methods that they use over the last 6, 7 years, for whatever reason, isn't working. So many people are like using RSI. Some people are using, stochastics and everything, and they're like, it's not working, right? So, and again, we're very happy to have the business. Don't get us wrong, but the structural idea is this, right? It goes back to this whole idea that nobody ever cares when everything is going good, and that's always been human nature, right? And that's across everything, whether you own a coffee shop or restaurant, whatever store or business you own. When the going is good, of course you ignore everything because you're like, oh yeah, you're in cloud nine, you're happy, right? But it's only when things are getting tough that you're like gonna introspect and think, okay, something's going on, right? That's the problem also with traders, especially retail. And retail is getting slammed hard because, again, all of you, especially those of you who started trading past 2009, never knew how to trade this kind of correction. The entire 2018 is a correction year, right? And I hope I'm wrong at that in saying that 2019 would be worse. I really hope I'm wrong because I am just as ready to buy a crap ton of calls as we go back to XPX 3000. I really would like to see the S&P go back up, but you know that's the whole problem that we have right now. Okay, so with your own trading, right? this whole thing is a discussion, especially for you guys who are retail. You have to really think about, you know, what your goals are, because a lot of people, okay, a lot of people are really hemorrhaging this year. And people I know, I even have friends who I have been friends with these guys since I was 15 years old, right? And they are investors, they're not traders. They've been telling me that I'm wrong. I'm always, whenever I say, "Oh, it might be a bearish year or whatever, or markets are bearish." I'm right for maybe a few days and the market goes up. They're like, "Yeah, you're wrong," right? And this year, now they're like, "Well, what's happening? My portfolio is red, and my 401k is just looks like a murder scene." And what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, right? So, I'm sure that's probably one of you out there who's listening to this, thinking, "Man, nothing I've done this year has worked, and I'm losing so much money." And then before you plunge your Christmas bonus, your whatever thing, I just don't want that to happen to any of you guys. But if really things are looking really bad, then you really have to do your best to, you know, work your ass off and to learn, right? This podcast isn't a subliminal sort of message to get you to sign up with us. That's not it, right? It's today is Christmas. I'm recording this on Christmas Day. Basically, I'm here to give you, if as much as possible, if it's actually possible, some insight that these markets are gonna keep getting volatile. And whatever you were used to doing for the last year or years, and if it hasn't worked in 2018, that means you need a new strategy, right? And I don't know where you're going to get that. It could be from someone else, it could be from your own whatever. I don't know, and I could care less, right? There are people out there who do offer classes, ourselves included, but I'm not saying you should sign up. This is not what I'm trying to say. What I'm saying is you need to improve and get smarter. Okay? Wherever that may be, or wherever you can get that idea from, get that, because things will just get worse. And I really hope I'm wrong. I am truly hoping that I'm wrong, that January 1st comes in, January 2nd comes in, and the markets rally the F up to like 3,000. I really am hoping, because then everybody will be happy. But that's the reality of the situation right now. So if you got raped this year, own up to it, right? Own up to it, accept it, stop blaming the market, stop blaming Mnuchin, stop blaming Trump. Everything that you do is on you. You're the one who pressed the buy, the sell button. You're the one who called up your retarded mutual fund or fund advisor who probably doesn't know what he's doing or he or she is doing. You're the one who called them up and said, "Oh yeah, buy me this, buy me that." If you really look at it from 2018, right? In 2018, there were some good spots. People who were riding the pot stocks all the way to October did very well, right? Whether it was Tilray, whether it was that stock, I think it was Pay. I only know it from a ticker, PayX, and then CGC, Canopy Growth. There were a lot of pot stocks that you could have avoided a majority of 2018's route by buying pot stocks. So that was one of your escapes, if you like. The other one was Tesla. If you really were, if you really believed in Elon Musk, as Tesla crashed to, like, was it 280, 260? You could have rode that back to 370, and you would have made back any losses you may have had, right? Conversely, if you were foolishly buying Apple for whatever reason, maybe you believe the old man from Omaha, and there you go, right? Because at $220 per share, he said Apple shares were undervalued. It hit 230 and then it crashed. Do you know how much where Apple closed it on December 24th? $146. So that's a far cry from $230, my friends. Okay? I'm not saying Apple is a horrible stock. I don't want any emails saying, "Oh my god, you guys are, you know, Apple bears." No. Apple is like Microsoft. It's not going to go away. It's going to keep creating good stuff, and people will keep buying it. It's not a problem. But let's just be all realistic. The wow factor is gone, right? The honeymoon period is over, right? It all just finished. It's basically like Nokia. Nokia was great. I mean, I owned a Nokia when I was in high school. Everything was great. After a while, you're like, yeah, I'm so tired of Symbian OS, and this is stupid. We should probably get a new one. And then BlackBerry came out. BlackBerry was great, right? Everyone was like, yeah, I got a PBM, and I'll text and tweet, and not tweet, but text, and I'll BBM you. And then Apple came out, right, with the iPhone. So really, who's next? That's the question. It always like almost a 10-year period, right? Apple first came out what 2006, 2007 with the iPhone. So it's always like a 10-year period. So who's next, right? What's the next smartphone? I don't know. It could be Huawei just to piss on the U.S. Treasury. But point is, you know, none of us really know where things are gonna go, my friends. None of us will really know. But all we can do is prepare. We're prepared here at Equity Sense. The question you need to ask yourself as you count down the end of 2018 is, are you prepared for 2019? Because if you look at everything and just really, take a good look, take an honest look, you know, has anything in 2018 ever been solved? Any issue we've had in 2018 that caused the market to crash been solved? And I'll let you look. Yeah, I'll give you 2 seconds to think about that. 2 seconds are up. And if the answer is no, then you got it right. Brexit is still a mess, right? China, who knows what's going to happen there. Um, yeah, and then of course we got Trump trying to fire Powell and Trump trying to fire Mnuchin. It's just all over the place, right? And remember as well, we got the Mueller investigation. We got the New York whatever Southern District investigation on Trump. We got a Democratic House in 2019, which is just not going to make things good for Trump. So, politics, geopolitics, geoeconomic issues, socioeconomic issues, global trades. I mean, the headwinds are there, guys, So maybe it's not one really causing everything to crash. Maybe it's a culmination of everything or a combination of everything. But there isn't a lot to be very bullish about. And the U.S. isn't the only global economy, right? Everything has been slowing down except the U.S. And maybe the U.S. can be the one that that lights the spark to get us back up. Maybe. That's why I'm not here to tell you, oh, I'm gonna short the S&P tomorrow at 2300 and ride it all the way to 666. No, I'm not even trading until after the new year, until after New Year's. I mean, so it is, what I hope you'll get from this podcast is that you need to be more honest with yourself. If you're not already honest with yourself, be more honest with yourself. Um, accept what you can't control and control what you can, right? Take charge of your own finances. Stop blaming people. 2019, start owning up to everything, right? Because you're the only one who has that E-Trade, TD Ameritrade, Schwab account, whatever, whoever you're with. You're the one pressing the buy and sell button. You're the one who has the ability to be able to make money in this market, shorting or going long. I had this one student, okay, who for whatever reason just can't bring himself to short because it feels bad. And now, I'm a trader. I've always been a trader. I've been trade professionally as a trader. So I guess I can't relate in feeling bad shorting, but you may relate if you're a buy side guy. But he's missed out on 7 months of a crash. So that's 7 months of profits because he can't bring himself to short. So I don't know. I mean, I don't have any loyalty to the market. If I short, I don't feel like I'm stabbing somebody. I'm making money. I could care less. I'm making money off of the guy who bought calls. It's fine, you know? So I don't really know. I don't know what goes on in those kinds of people's heads in being scared to short or being that fear that they're offending somebody when they're short because the market goes both ways, going up and going down. And let me tell you, guys who were BTFDing over the last 6 years, they were happy to step on and pee on the bears' skulls and dead corpses. They were so happy to say, "Oh, bears are, scum and you know, unpatriotic sons of BSs." It's just what it is, right? It's just what it is. So I don't know. And if you're a bear, take the victory lap, man. Enjoy 2018. You deserve it. You did your due diligence. You had the conviction. You worked at it, and you made a crap ton of money. Go and enjoy. If you need to go buy weed, go buy weed. If you need to celebrate New Year's with hookers and blow, by all means, go crazy, right? You deserve it. You really do deserve it. And if you were a bull this year and you lost money, just think hard about what you did wrong, and maybe do better in 2019, right? And again, for you guys, Bears, if 2019 is a bounce year, be ready to put um your bull suit on. It's just what it is, right? So, this Christmas I'm very blessed because I was able to help a lot of people who needed help this year because there were a lot, and we have our work cut out for us in 2019. I'm busy all the way to December already next year. There's a lot of people booking us for help next year. So, you know, um, for you, if you're needing help, go get help, right? I don't care if you're cheap as fuck, and I'm sorry for swearing. If you're cheap as fuck, then don't pay for education. Go and, I don't know, find someone who will help you for free. I don't know. Um, there's books, I guess, but books won't tell you how to deal with algos. Find me a book that will teach you how to deal with algorithms, and I'll buy that book for you. Seriously. But um, yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. So I really hope there's going to be less retail raping in 2019. But judging from, talking to circles of friends, looking at Bloomberg Analytics on social media, on finance Twitter and Facebook and whatever, retail still has not learned how to really trade this market. And I feel bad because there's going to be more carnage. If nothing ever gets fixed next year, there's going to be more carnage. Don't be surprised if we actually see the S&P track below, 1800, 1900 in SPX. It's possible. It's doable. So I just need you guys to be very careful with all the trades that you're going to be putting in. All right. So take care. Likely my last podcast being part of this because we're going to have a new company starting in January. Um, if you were offended, then that means you need to learn, right? Yeah, take that anger and put that towards bettering yourself. And if everything that I said here really has hit you close to home, then definitely do what you need to do to get better. I'm not here to, gloat or take a victory lap or walk over or step on anybody. Not here. I'm here to kind of just tell you guys that things are going to get more challenging, and you need a better strategy if things aren't working for you. Um, and hesitating and not investing in yourself is not going to help. That's really what it is. And that's one of the reasons why we offered the lifetime membership with Equity Sense because, you know, that way you can learn through osmosis, you can learn through asking questions with us in the trade room. That's what it is. When we're here, we're one of the few guys out there who have been able to trade profitably in 2018 because we know how to trade up and down. And you can see other people who are just buy side people who are BTFD people. Now their BS has finally caught up to them, right? So I wish you guys the very best. I really do. And those of you who are downtrodden, please do try to have a very Merry Christmas or at least a good holiday. It's not fun being down. Trust me, I've been there. But if you really want to turn things around and get better, you will do that. Okay? I do believe that people can change. I do believe that people can improve. Um, but but the change has to start with them, right? They have to want that change. Take care. God bless. And I wish you nothing but the best for the upcoming 2019 year. And I hope none of you guys will get raped by the markets.